Hello, 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 everybody out there. Ken, is my microphone working?
It is.
Look at that. That's got to be a first for the last like 5 times. Welcome everybody for a special Monday night claim opportunity with the incredible Rags Morales. Everybody say hi to Rags. And welcome Annika is joining us tonight. And as always, the man, the myth, the legend. Ken is here to take all your claims and make it fun. And how's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Are we? There he is. Yes, that's Ken. Right there. There he is. Right over there. That's the guy right there. Rags, how are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing okay. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
It's like the Brady Bunch. We can look at each other. And...
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm always looking the wrong way, though. I never know how these things work.
Well, thanks everybody for coming out. Tonight is going to probably be strictly wheel claims, so it's not going to be the first person who gets the claim. It's going to be we'll take 5 names, the first 5 people to make the claim, and we'll put them in a wheel and we'll randomize it.
Yep, we're trying to make it fair. We want to make sure more people have an opportunity to get on, and we were trying to show you that Annika has no rigged thing to win. She just has the fastest fingers in the West.
Anyway, we nullify her by having her on the show anyway. So
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
and for anybody who doesn't know how it works, this is the normal claim options, but basically a lot of the stuff is still the same. You get the claim, it's still a $15 for shipping. We charge a 3% invoice fee. But remember, anybody who has an outstanding invoice, you are not able to claim tonight. So if you want to claim tonight, then you better send that money to Ken real quick. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to take your claim. And most importantly, everybody just be nice, have fun, and enjoy. And we're going to enjoy having Rags around tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And please explain to them about the when they put their names in the comments, how quickly.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. And how Facebook and even YouTube work is when you type something on your computer at home and you hit send, it puts the second you hit send, it pops up there. But that's not necessarily the order that we're going to see it in. So you may think that you're at the top, but that's just because they want you to think that the second you make a comment, it goes right into the system everywhere. But obviously people who have faster internet, it's going to get in ahead, and we have the true chronological order. So don't be mad if you think that you hit your button the fastest. Well, somebody else may have heard that claim, 10 seconds earlier than you did because of the lag in your internet. So please, we promise you, if anybody really wants to see it, Ken can turn his camera around and show you the computer. But I swear to you, that's the order that it goes in. But I understand the frustration. But just goes to show you, Facebook and YouTube, they want to make it as interactive as possible, and they want to make sure that you believe that everything that you type goes immediately to the people who are reading it. So that's just kind of a little manipulation they do. But
if anybody hears young girls screaming in the background, my daughter has her friends over and they're playing Mario Kart. So there's some stuff going on behind me. I don't know what's happening.
Gotcha. That's a great claim. I love it. So there we go. So I've got a claim for Bob Jones. I've got Ari. I've got Curtis. I've got Lucas, and I've got Dustin. I think that's my first 5. So just to recap, Bob Jones.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, Bob Jones, Ari. Who else you got, Jeff?
I got Stephen, Curtis, or Stefan. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Lucas, and Dustin. Those are my first 5 claims. Those are going to be the first 5 on the wheel. And just remember, if you don't win on this turn of the wheel, we're going to do another claim later. It's not just going to be the 4 of you that didn't win. We're going to open it up to 5 other people. So you got to kind of stay on. So we're not going to cut everybody else out because they didn't make the first 5. And as you can see, there's a ton of people who want to get something from Rags. So here we go. 1 spin of the wheel. Those are all the names I said correct? I believe so. Here we go.
Exciting.
And Dustin is the winner. Congratulations, Dustin. So, Dustin, we just need to know, what would you like Rags to draw? Anyways, we haven't even hardly talked to Rags yet. How are you doing tonight, sir? Please. He's just I'm just here.
I'm just one of the Indians. Hi, everybody. How are you? Anybody has any questions, please go ahead and ask.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, Dustin says he would like a Spider-Man, please. So there you go.
Oh, something really difficult.
Hey, remember what you're asking for. We have some pretty unique people in here who pick some pretty unique things. You could end up drawing a Bosk the Bounty Hunter from Star Wars if you play your cards right.
Okay, someone wants a Spider-Man, so this Hawk Girl is nothing. All right. Here's a little trick how to put on a makeshift border.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, that's so smart.
Line it up again. I saw this in the the Jersey Shore. Speaking of the Jersey Shore, there
you go.
I saw a boardwalk artist doing this.
Dustin actually said artist choice if you want to mix it up.
Artist choice if I want to mix it up. But see, now I got Spider-Man in my head. I don't understand how I work. I aim to please.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. Listen, Rags loves it. He definitely puts a lot of thought into what he does.
All right,
He's a deep thinker. Here we go.
Oh,
Monica, your stomach growling?
too loud. Oh, good. There he goes again.
Yeah, he's done. Look.
No, it's finished. Excellent. All right, next claim. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm done.
His choice was to be done.
Yeah, artist choice. I don't want to finish it.
Process. Yeah, all right, you see?
Oh my gosh.
It always amazes me how fast these guys can pull these things together in a matter of seconds.
Stop it. You're gushing for no reason.
I'm guessing you've drawn Spider-Man once or twice.
Oh, wow.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, I
we
think
all
that's
grew
a
up
true
drawing
statement.
Spider-Man, no?
Definitely a true statement. My stick figures are crooked as the saying goes, and I think I've drawn Spider-Man a few hundred times.
I keep forgetting to bring my infamous Larry Stroman upstairs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go get it.
I'm sure we'll have lots of time tonight. So, Annika, how are you doing? Have you gotten any new pieces lately? Is anything in the works, or you just get pieces exclusively from us?
Lately it's just been you guys. Oh no, that's not true. I have a Tony Silas coming.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a character we're familiar with from you, or?
Yeah, of course. I don't know if you think I am. And then I just got like digital coloring from, oh my god, Ken, you recommended him to me.
Dennis?
Yeah, from Dennis on 2 of my stores from you guys. So those came in pretty cool.
Yeah, Dennis does really great work.
And I started a calf, so that's been.
It's daunting, isn't it? I said I joined CAF like in 2015, which was super late then for a lot of people, but I never put a single piece on CAF. I just found it to be so daunting to even begin. And then a couple weeks ago, I started putting pieces on, and then it started to become a little bit addictive, and I found time to keep putting more and more pieces on. So yeah, it's kind of a fun, different thing than putting them on Sketch Prices or a lot of the other groups where I usually post. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took me like 3 days.
How many pieces did you get on?
Oh, I don't know. That was so fast.
Wow. Fabulous.
There's a question here from Lucas.
Let's see. He says, Rex, who's the most obscure character that you've ever been asked to draw? These are those deep thinking questions.
Sometimes we're really choppy too, so he might not hear.
Yes. Yeah, I noticed that we're having a little bit of difficulty with his microphone, and his camera's coming in and out, but he's still, I think he can still hear us.
Yeah.
And we can still see the drawing, so.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a work in progress with these sometimes. He was explaining to us earlier that it's, his workshop's in his basement. So, so it's kind of hard to get the internet. Sometimes it goes in and out because of, pipes or wall or, hopefully not lead paint, but something. But we'll find an answer to your question as soon as we can, sir.
It's always your fault, Aranga.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't say it.
Yeah, I have to say when Aranga filled in for me last week, it was very nice. And
I definitely
felt so bad.
You know what the best part about Aranga filling in was? This.
Hold on, Rags is trying to communicate with us in very virtual sign language. I'm trying to see what he's trying to. Can you turn his microphone on, Ken, or is he able? Since we lost the.
Oh yeah, hold on a second.
The art cam.
It's not letting. It can't unmute because I guess he must be on mute on his end.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go, Rags. If you want to unmute your computer, we could probably hear you. Maybe, if it's working all right. Then again, he may not want to talk to us. We're not worth talking to anyway. Yeah, these are the kinds of things that happen when you run a live show. You have these snafus and hiccups.
Oh, he's. Let's see.
Oh, because he's probably listening through his. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's trying. There we go.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're good, sir.
No. I had to go back on my my 5G. So, but anyway.
Oh, look at that! See,
that's how it starts.
Ken's playing with the cameras.
All right, so I understand that I'm to do inked pieces. Let me get my juju.
That's so smart.
That is the coolest thing. Annika's going to want that. So you're going to have to explain that to her. She is an avid wine drinker. Rags, I'm sorry, that's not going to go untalked about. You have to tell her.
What is that? Oh my gosh.
It's a stretchy.
Like
It's for leftovers.
Yeah.
And I just use it to cover my glass because of the wine. The fruit flies.
You literally just blew her mind. I can see it.
Oh, wait till I give you my recipe for clearing up the dust in cereal.
The dust in cereal? Oh, the stuff at the bottom. Oh, the stuff at the bottom. Oh, okay. I can't wait. You guys are not just getting art tips. You're getting life tips.
Life hacks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What I do is I get my spaghetti strainer and I just sift out all the crap into the sink and put the rest of it back in.
There you go.
Simple but genius. Plus, that way you can get the toy out, too, if you're at it, I'm just saying.
I didn't have that foresight when I was 7. I wish I had.
Could have got that Dakota ring
Well,
without having to eat all those Cheerios or whatever healthy cereal, cornflakes we all had to eat when we were a kid.
oh, when I was a kid, I got comic books.
There you go.
Like 5x7 comic books, the size of a little photo.
They put those in the cereal?
They used to, yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
They'd put it in a little bag and then seal it in the bag, and it would be like up against the side.
I remember that.
See, I remember them a little later. I remember them when I had, the kids like 12, 14 years ago. They did that, but I didn't know they did it when we were kids. That's pretty crazy.
Well, they did it when I was a kid. I don't know, man. You guys probably got iPhones.
Hey, I'm not we're not as young. Annika might be the youngest one here by quite a few years, I think.
No, I didn't have an iPhone until like college.
Kids till college, yeah, they did. Yeah. I didn't. They barely had internet when I was in college, so
I didn't have cell phones when I was in college.
Yeah.
I didn't get an iPhone until I had kids.
Wow, I love that eraser.
So this is where I'll be starting. My starting point. Laying down the gray tones now. For anybody who needs to know, what I have is something called Art Graph. And Art Graph, let's see if I can. Where? I think it's toward me. Yeah, this way.
There you go.
So Art Graph is a graphite that's in cake form, and you break it down with water, and it's kind of like using a watercolor, a pencil watercolor for gray. And so that's what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be using to drop down some gray tones so that I have a light source and I can define certain features. And then I'll be going over it with my handy Pentel.
Very nice.
A little squeeze handle action. And this is the Pentel FP5M. Very black. If you get the one with the black handle, that's always the one with the gray handle. That's very black. But if you get the one with the black handle, it's got a bluish tinge to it.
Use it to draw a beast.
And it takes, well, yeah, if you're thinking in terms of color or you're thinking in terms of a very cool gray. But do know that that the gray handled one, the FP5M, I think it is. Yeah, the FP5M dries quickly, whereas the other one takes forever. So.
Very cool. We do have a lot of artists that are friends of ours. A lot of them are nice enough to watch our live stuff. So, Oranga, I hope you're taking notes.
If you need me to repeat anything, please go ahead and ask.
There you go.
So my process is that I use the dirty water to lay down a first layer. And all I'm trying to do is to remind myself where the gray is, where the light source is coming from. It's only designed to be a linchpin of sorts, to be able to land certain important aspects, and then I go over them again later.
Wow.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but
Oh yeah, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
This is when I used to teach at the Joe Huber School. I would tell people that do not worry about style. Style will happen for you, and you will have earned it. If you go and think you're going to draw like this guy or that guy, you're shortchanging yourself. You have to learn the basics first. Always apply the basics until they're second nature. And however you go ahead and make those decisions, and in the second nature, those decisions will have been well traveled, and that's where you become an artist. Okay, so this is where I am now.
Love it. Love it.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So now I'm thinking in terms of a second layer. Generally speaking, when I lay down my first gray, I'm thinking in terms of a 20 to 30% gray. Those of you who have marker sets understand that. And then I'll layer a 40%, 50%. I'll even go as high as 90. I'll even try to get to 100% if I'm really working hard on a piece, which is the kind of things that I do normally when I take a commission. Stuff you see on my risegagainstthemachine.net Tumblr. If you're following me on Facebook, I will provide links. And I will display it on Instagram, though there's obviously no links on Instagram.
Can you see Bacon and Arango already going at it?
Yeah, I can put it up there.
But no, yeah, Aranga said that he's already got a notebook out and he's taking notes. There it is. Yeah, already stealing everything.
Basically, I equate drawing to trying to hit the target on an archery range. The first shot is around the target. Rarely do you hit the bullseye. So if you draw with the intent of pulling the camera back to see the fuzzy image and then slowly work the details in, that's probably the healthiest way to approach a piece. So you're slowly taking the next shot and trying to get closer to the bullseye, and you're making adjustments as you go along. That's what drawing's like.
That's insane how it's just like coming together.
Yeah. So how long did you teach at the art school?
Just about 2.5 years.
Okay. And you were a student there before that?
I left after 2 years. I didn't graduate.
Mm-hmm.
It became a matter of affordability for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know a lot of the artists that go in. It's some of them it works for, and some of them it doesn't. And a lot of them,
I think
some of them get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of them kind of get after they kind of get some stuff out of it. Maybe they get out of it, or some of them just they don't think they're getting out of it what they thought they were going to get out of it. But
well, when I equate this kind of work, I equate it like, okay, when people ask me, does my child have talent? And what they try to do, that they try to show me what they're doing. And they want me to look at a piece and try to judge it for talent. What they're really asking me to do is judge their progress and how close they are to actually becoming something. And that to me is an irrelevant point, because what it boils down to is skill sets. You can always become a better artist when you just try things. The only thing you can't teach an artist or anybody who's really passionate about the work is passion. Michael Jordan used to, and I've said this a million times and I'm going to repeat myself, but Michael Jordan used to shoot 700 baskets a day. That's the difference between Michael Jordan and the guy on the end of the bench. The amount of passion you have for something. If it's something that you can't live without, that's something you can't teach. So when I talk to these parents and they ask me, I tell them I don't need to see any artwork. I have 2 questions. Do they wake up with it, and do they go to sleep with it? Everything after that is just a slow process of eventually developing that passion with the skill sets that you learn as you go along. because you're going to have to make a lot of mistakes in order to actually learn how to do something well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lifelong ambition. See, I consider art the same as a lot of people consider medicine or law. You know, it's a practice because you die trying. There's always a better version of yourself you're chasing. So don't feel bad of where you are. Just keep going, because we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. Annika, did you move near an airport or something? I'm trying to figure out what's going on over there.
I don't know. It's the downtown noises.
She's in downtown San Diego, so I bet it's the best place to be during a normal June or July come this time of year, just not this year.
Yeah.
When is the tourist season?
It's about right now.
Right about now.
Yeah, it's really busy. When I try and walk my dog at night, it's painful.
Well, that makes a little sense, because San Diego is one of those places that's kind of temperate.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's not like Florida. It's an armpit this time of year.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
No offense to Ron DeSantis.
Wow.
Very
But
cool.
anyway, that's basically it. You establish your light source. You establish your form within the space. You figure out where the intensity points are. And what I mean by intensity points is where the areas of the heaviest black are going to be, and generally that's where you want to draw attention. All right, I'm going to let this dry a little bit. Because while the marker is pretty quick, the art graph can take time.
Sure. We had a question earlier when you were having camera difficulties. Somebody wanted to know what's the most obscure character anybody's ever asked you to draw. And I would assume as like a commission or a sketch.
Obscure character or obscure situation?
You know, you go with either one.
I don't know if I could talk about one of them.
Well, listen, we've heard some stuff. So, you know, as long as there's no foul language, you know, involved, I think you're clear.
Well, there's no foul language in this, but probably the most obscure one. I've only done one of them. That's how obscure it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only because I'll guarantee you there's nobody on, well, maybe, I don't know. But I'll almost guarantee that there's nobody on this show currently that has picked up Amory Wars that I did for Claudio Sanchez of Coheed and Cambria.
That was one of your first pieces, one of your first works, right? I'm trying to think of that.
My first work? No.
No. When was this?
No. I did this around 2015. I think it finally came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's not part of the big, the groups. This is independent comics. So one person, I've actually had a couple of requests. One didn't pan out because they didn't realize that I charged per character and he wanted me to do his wedding party. And I never heard back from him. So, but I did do. There's a character called Ryder. That's Ryder. Ryder, the writing writer. And he suffers from schizophrenia. So this particular storyline is about him and the story of Ryder, the writing writer who suffers from schizophrenia, who is obsessed with getting out at the expense of his relationships, and of which we only really get to meet his girlfriend. So I guess that's the supposed nonfiction part of the story. And the fiction part, the part that he's writing, we get to see as well. And that part is kind of like Star Wars meets Jesus, I guess is one way to look at it. If that makes any kind of sense.
Sure.
But it's kind of, yeah. If you look at it, it's like a hodgepodge of a lot of different pop culture, sci-fi, and horror. As far as the nonfiction part of the story, and then of course I'm sorry, the fiction part of the story, and then the nonfiction part of the story is the struggles of him trying to get this story out. It's a fascinating story, really. I think it's really well done. And I was kind of disappointed that it still stays within the realm of the people that are already going to consume that kind of thing. Because I think it was the kind of thing that if you want something new and interesting, yeah, Amory Wars, absolutely. I did 12 issues of it. Pencils endings.
Well, now I'm making notes in my notebook, so I've got that written down to check out.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody listens to Coheed and Cambria's music, but it's really good. And Claudio Sanchez is the lead singer and guitarist. He's opened his own comic book company, his own publishing called Evil Inc. Comics. And he's got a bunch of titles, so you go ahead and check out Evil Inc. Comics. You can find it there. What kind of wine? What kind of wine do you drink, Annika? What's your favorite?
I'm a big fan of Pinot Noirs and then Chardonnays.
Yeah, I'm a Merlot fan myself.
Oh, okay.
I like it a little dry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking about going to go get a glass. Awesome.
So it's not awesome. It's just the basics, but still. So now I can go ahead and think in terms of line weight. Now, when I think in terms of line weight, the heavier lines go into shadow and the lighter lines go in toward the light. And oftentimes I'll start very lightly until I have to make a decision. So I'm kind of, I guess, I don't know why this is the only analogy I can think of, but I'm kissing the cheek trying to get to the lips.
All right, let's see. Boom. Check that out. All right, here we go. Let's see who's got the fastest fingers.
Cool.
Boom. Oh, all right. All right. All right. We're good. Okay. So my top one spots are going to be Oranga, Stephen Curtis, Diana Prince, Ari, and Tyler. Sorry, Bob. Sorry, James. Sorry, Cameron. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry, Brian. Sorry. Wow. Oh, I see some of these people. Cameron. I have Cameron up here twice. He's just claiming like nobody's business.
Because he got scared and he like hit the keyboard when that alarm went off. I almost fell out of my chair.
All right, let's do a little different. Pick a number between 1 and 5. That's how many times we're going to spin it.
You want Rags? You pick a number between 1 and 5.
3.
3 it is. All right. Here's the first spin. We're doing 3 spins. 3 spins. Here's the first spin. The first loser is Oranga. Oh, all right. Second loser or runner up is
Safari.
Here we go. Spin it. It's coming out fantastic. Wow. All right. Last spin. Here it is. All right. This is the winner. The winner is
Laugh if it's wrong again. Oh.
Tyler. Tyler, you are the winner. Congratulations, sir. Let us know who you would like. Oranga says, my heart is still pounding from that damn alarm.
Yeah, terrifying.
Sorry.
No, I'm awake.
Be
It's all good.
a gracious loser, Oranga. Come on. All right, so we're just waiting to hear what the next character is going to be. Wow, that was definitely very jarring.
Wow, they're already on the next one.
Tyler Jeremy, right? He said Timberwolf.
Timberwolf.
Like when he put in his claim.
Did he? Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, oh, he did.
That's something I'm gonna have to look up.
Yeah, sure. I mean, technically, he didn't even say. Did he say claim, or he just said Timberwolf? He didn't really say claim.
Kicked me out.
I was wondering where Ken went.
Oh, so that was you. Okay, good. I was worried it was me.
Ken, one day we're going to figure out how to get all of our faces on the screen without them being blocked by our wonderful logo.
I can take the logo out.
Well, you're a handsome man. I hate to, not get to look at you when you're talking.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Lucas, yours showed up. But it was number 7, and we only took the first 5.
Yeah. And for anybody who wasn't on earlier, like I like to explain, is that when you claim, it feels like you're the first person to claim, because that's how Facebook and YouTube make it look. But depending on your internet, there is somebody may have heard the claim alarm 5 seconds earlier than you did. So we have the true chronological order here. So I apologize if it gets your hopes up, but
Are we halfway there? What's the time?
let's see. It is. You're fine. Take as long as you want to take. That's we're here. We're at the 38-minute mark for the night, so it's around 9:38. But you can take as much time as you want on these. We're not. And I don't know if you want to work on any of this stuff, after the fact, or if you just want to do it live. But if you want to set something aside and try and do another one, you're more than welcome to do that too.
Trying to get 2 done tonight, right? So at some point, I just need to know where the halfway point is. So hello.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, can you hear us?
No, my computer just died.
Oh.
All right, hang on, everybody. Apparently, my battery isn't that good. All right, I'll be right back.
Sure.
My apologies. I should have been.
Little technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm going through it too.
Oh, those kids are having fun in the background. I can hear them.
Yeah. My wife texts me. She goes, "Are he being too loud?"
Be so cold. Maybe. I wonder which one.
Right.
Well, I can hear it right now. Why didn't they figure this shit out earlier? Whoa. See?
Oh no.
We're good.
There you go.
All right. Give me a second here. You see it okay?
Oh, yeah. You're good. All right. Very nice.
And I
So
ran
Rags,
out
are you?
of wine.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying I ran out of wine.
Are you looking forward to doing some upcoming shows?
I have a bunch of shows. I've posted it on ragsagainstthemachine.net.
Nice.
This coming weekend, I'll be in Slidell, Louisiana.
Ooh.
I have St. Charles. I have Arkansas, SpaCon. I'll be in Boston, Dallas. Right now, there's probably there's a promoter right now saying no. Unfortunately, there's a promoter right now saying, "Hey, it's us." I just got done doing Peoria and I did Alabama, but I have I don't know why I feel like I'm missing one. But Dallas, Boston, Arkansas, St. Charles, which is a St. Louis con, but St. Charles on the outside of it, and Slidell, and I said that. So I think there's 5 or 6 of them. I guess I don't know. The hell.
Very cool.
Right now, I don't even have. Come on. Of course, there isn't working.
Yeah, I actually used to live in Louisiana, so I used to head out to Slidell and Metairie and all those surrounding areas quite often.
So Slidell, is that north, right? And north,
it is.
Bottom, right? Okay, so it's very far away.
It's not. It's like I said, it's not too far. It's probably about depending on traffic. It's a little drive from New Orleans, but it's not too bad.
3 or 4 hours, you say?
No, not that far at all.
Oh.
It's shoot, I want to say we used to do it. I used to drive a lot at night, so we used to do it like 30 or 40 minutes. It's really not that far. It's one of the suburbs of New Orleans.
Okay. All right, so Nola, come on down. Come see me.
If I wish I was still down there. My brother's still down there. Maybe I'll send him over to you. I'm outside DC now, so.
Well, you are really hell bent on that Superman.
I'll tell you what.
All right, well, then your brother, tell him, hey.
Yeah, go down there, be first in line, run to Rags' table.
I'll do the good thing.
Oh yeah, see, people. I want to get a Superman from Rags so bad, but I refuse to take up your valuable time and have him do it here. So, you see how selfless I am? I'm sacrificing my own.
Whatever, stop. I don't play. You try it. Reverse psychology bullshit with me.
Oh. No. It's one of the great things about doing this. I get to talk to a lot of artists, and I get to have wonderful conversations, and let some other people get some great art, which is fun. That's half the fun. I like I said, watching. Sometimes I just sit and watch artists draw at shows, even if I'm not getting anything from them. So basically, I get to do that from my own home, and I get to babble a lot to fill empty air. So.
Oh yeah, YouTube is faster today.
Say again?
Oh, someone was saying YouTube is faster, and I just checked my 2 streams, and it is faster for me too.
Should watch from YouTube.
There you go. Yeah, join our. Our YouTube doesn't get enough thumbs up. People, get on the YouTube channel. Throw some thumbs up. Follow us. We're heavy on the Facebook. We need to get bigger on the YouTube. And it's faster. So it's another reason to watch it on the YouTube. But it's not always faster. So you got to move back and forth. You got to check it out. That's how Annika wins all the time. She does tests.
Sorry, Rhonda.
There's the top of my head.
My bad, Rhonda. I'm sorry. Jeff's giving away all my tricks.
Hey. I'm trying without, Hey, Ken's the one that brought in the wheel because he wanted to make sure that everybody, even those with less fast internet, got a shot at getting some stuff.
Yeah, I can't tell him about how lucky I am with that wheel.
Oh man, it's hilarious. Put 4 names in it. Spun it 10 times before she came up. That's almost mathematically
Impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not statistically possible, but here we are. It's fine though. It's fine. It's
Mhm.
fine.
I'm usually the guy. If
Look,
somebody
you're,
does it 3 times, I'm always the guy who gets it this right before the last one. That's always much for me.
That's all right, Ken. You're driving her to drink beer now. You see that?
Nope, it's Dad's root beer.
Root beer. Okay.
Dad's root beer.
They had it at Costco, so we got some.
Nice.
That's what I used to when I was a kid. Don't touch Dad's root beer.
I forgot how good it is.
And then Dad would come home. He'd say, "Here, have a sip." Now,
But was it really root beer though?
No, it wasn't. You understand the point of the term Dad's root beer?
Exactly.
Yeah, that hard root beer is dangerous.
I used to, as a kid, always try and get the foam in real beer because it fascinated me. Yeah, my dad super enjoyed that.
Yeah. We all have those memories. Like my dad used to, when he'd tell us to go run and get him a beer. My brother and I would fight over it because we knew the first one to open up the can would get the first sip out of it before you handed it to him.
Little bubbles that come up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm seriously considering sending Oranga and Bacon links, and just the 3 of us will just come out. And let those 2 just go at it.
I don't think Rags wouldn't be able to stop laughing at those 2 just bickering at each other. It's like a verbal itchy and scratchy kind of thing going on there.
Itchy and scratchy. I just got it.
I'll get the theme song in my head. Itchy and scratchy.
Oh wow, that is coming out fantastic.
That's cool.
So it's basically a thought process, in terms of just light and shadow and line range.
Oh, there you go. It's still in the. You got to take it out, Ken. You got to take it out. Speaking of itchy and scratchy,
Far out.
there you go. A little Bill Morrison magic.
I told my wife I'm going to be keeping this one.
I like that.
Ken, I feel like you have like a piece of plastic over your camera. You're very blurry, and there's not nearly enough light in there. What's going on today?
I just bought one of those ring lights, so it'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It's the new office. It doesn't have very good lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how are they going back and forth though? Because now Oranga's on YouTube.
They're just trying to insult each other on any platform they can find. Pretty much, that's how it works.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody's basically saying there's a lot of Facebook comments and going back and forth, but it's really just Oranga and Bacon insulting each other, pretty much. So here you go. I want to talk about new things. Here, I'll show you my new thing that I got. I've never bought one of these before, but
It finally came.
it did after I bought it a year and 4 months ago. I pre-ordered it, and it finally came, and it is pretty fantastically cool, although I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I don't, but so now it just stands up. That's it. That's all I can think of to do with it is pose it and leave it around. So this will be my favorite and my first and my last hot toy. So, but I think it's really, really neat. But yes, that will be my only grown man doll.
I like mine better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Ken got his Iceman statue, translucent Iceman. Very cool.
The Golden Age snowman.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, Bacon, you got your statue. That's cool. I want to see that when we talk next. He's been waiting for his statue as long as I've been waiting for this thing.
Oh my
Dustin
god.
says hot toys can be addictive. Not if I have to wait 2 years and 4 months for them. I can kick that addiction pretty quick.
Thanks, Dustin. Yeah, good piece. I love it.
Well, I want to know if Ken, if you told Rags about your how you like to finish up each sketch.
No, I did not.
Oh, you didn't tell him. You didn't tell him your secret code, huh?
I did not. Did not.
So whenever Ken wants to move on to another sketch, he's got a wonderful thing he says. Ken, what do you usually say?
I say, you know what? That looks great. That's my way of saying, all right. Because, sometimes artists, you guys want to just keep going.
So that's his clue to abandon the piece and move on.
I'll do that.
But watching him work is pretty fascinating.
Oh, it is. No, he's knocking this thing out of the park. Oh.
And then how he explained like the thicker lines is in the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
I never noticed that, and it's pretty cool to like think about it and see it in action. Oh, my internet got real slow.
Yeah. So Rags, is there a character that a lot of people ask you to draw that you just are not a huge fan of drawing? Maybe because it's like very intricate or time consuming, or you just don't enjoy it. Is there a character out there? A lot of guys don't like to draw Galactus because it takes so long and it's just such a detailed thing. Is there a character that people, one not just some obscure character, but somebody that a lot of people ask you to do where you're just like, ugh.
My moment happens when I can't think of something good for a character. If it's a character that I'm familiar with, sure. It's pretty easy. If it's something I have to look up because I'm not familiar with the character, I have some of those. Those are always difficult because you try to respect the character's spirit, and that spirit comes from the fan. It's their feeling of that character. So if you're not familiar with the character and you have to try to come up with something that you think represents the character well, that would be a meaningful, because it's all about, I'm not going to open up a can of worms here, but it's all about pleasing the fan, with respect to time consideration and everything, and whether or not they're there to see your work and not just someone else's version of it. But there's a lot of things that kind of pop in your head as you go along, and that's the one moment. The other moment, only because I've done them so many GD times, Hawkman, because you try to do something that is not what you've done before. It's different, it's new, it's fresh, it's and I think I've done him in almost every. I did actually one piece. I did a Hawkman, and it was a full figure, but it was a 3/4 back view because I haven't done it before.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a 3/4 back view, and it was a decent piece. It's not like I covered his face or anything. I just had a very different angle. I didn't use any of the iconic pieces that go along with it, like their emblems or anything like that. It was hidden away from view, and that was the one convention where I met Jim Aparo for the first time. Jim Aparo used to be a Brave and a Bold Artist, and I had almost every single one of his issues, and I'm a huge Jim Aparo fan. I have a lot.
You and me both. Oh my God!
So I met him for the first time. And the person whose sketchbook that I did that particular Hawkman in showed up and showed it to Jim Aparo. And he's flipping through it. And it's like, as an old pro, for someone like Jim, he's going through a lot of things that he's like, oh, nice. That's, I've seen it before. I've seen it before. I've seen it before. And then he stopped at mine, and he paused, and he really acknowledged it, and I was over the moon. That was probably the greatest Comic-Con moment that in my life. That and Harlan Ellison telling me effusively how much he loved my work.
Oh wow.
Those are the only two times that I can go to my grave with, that I can say, wow. I mean, talk about growing up, as Elliot Magan would say, growing up and playing with Captain Kangaroo. Captain Kangaroo is a character from children's TV from the 60s,
Yes.
50s. I mean, I don't think I should have to explain it, but
you can explain it for the kids. That's all right. They won't know.
You never know, right? You never know who's ever heard of Clarabelle the Clown, or
right.
But yeah, so that's how Elliot Magan says. It's growing up and playing with Captain Kangaroo, and that's my growing up with playing Captain Kangaroo moment, is when the people that you idolize take the time to remark on how well you're doing. And isn't that something, huh? So yeah, that's basically it,
Yeah, that's definitely cool. Yeah, Paro is definitely the Batman. When I think of Batman, he's the artist that I think of. He's my Batman artist.
Yeah, and there's so many. I mean, Neil Adams, obviously, and Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
And of course you have, people like Irv Novick, that don't get enough attention for their contribution. He showed, every artist shows something, and Novick was always good about showing minor details like the seams on a glove, and it makes you rethink your approach, and how far you want to take it, because I think it was Michael Baer who may have been paraphrasing or quoting Craig Hamilton, who said that it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to be good. It's how good you want to make it. And that's really what it's all about, because you get to a point where you know what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and how much work you want to put into it is the difference between certain levels.
Absolutely.
A little finishing grays on it, merging my black tones with my gray a little bit.
Sure.
More of a.
Ken, did you have any references for the Timberwolf to send to Rags so he doesn't have to dig through the interwebs?
Yeah, don't be digging down. And you know what? Wow. Okay, send it. Yeah, if you can't, you know what? Wrong. Somebody wants a Timberwolf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if I'm still on camera or not over here, but.
While he's looking for that, should we make our announcement, Jeff?
Are we at the, Ken, you said you wanted to wait an hour. We still got 45 seconds. You sure you want to do it this early? No? All right.
No.
Okay, well, while he's looking for that, why don't you go ahead and throw that up on the screen, buddy? Tension building.
Here's the thing. Here's Tim Wolf as I remember him.
Oh, hold on one second, Rag. So yes, we Jim Shooter, writer, editor of Marvel Comics, and starter of Valiant, is going to join us next Monday night. And before he ever did any of that stuff, he was an artist, so he can draw, and he's been drawing a lot lately. So his stuff's getting pretty good. So we're going to be doing a really cool thing. We're going to have him come on. We're going to talk to him, and just pick his brain for a while. He's going to do some sketches. So he's going to do them on comic book blanks. And so it's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to be doing those. We're going to do them for $125 plus shipping. And if you want to get it, we're not doing CGC or CBCS, but we are going to be doing the PGX grading is available for just $35. And we can promise you the turnover time on that's going to be a couple of weeks compared to the year you would wait for CGC or CBCS. And it's through us, so it's not going to take that long. It's going to be validated. So there you go. So Jim Shooter, for those of you who don't know, he was the editor in the 80s. He was the editor during the time of Secret Wars, and about tons of other stuff. He was there when McFarlane was drawing Spider-Man. He was there, all in the late 80s, mid 80s, early 90s. So very, very cool. So we'll be really have a lot of questions for him when he comes on. Anyways, that's our huge announcement. So if you guys are interested in that, please join us next Monday. But Rags, what were you saying about Timberwolf?
Oh no, I'm just looking at so many different versions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One version where he's got a very emphasized widow's peak. That's the one I remember. But we're talking Legion of Superheroes, and that's something that I haven't. When I thought Wildfire was my favorite looking character of that era,
Mm-hmm.
the 80s and 70s. He's the one I kind of gravitated toward, but I remember Timberwolf is a cool character. Yeah, it's kind of like a space age Wolverine.
There you go.
So yeah, Timberwolf is cool. So yeah, if you don't mind, I'll go ahead with the traditional one that I can remember. I still might have to double check things because it's been so long. But...
Sure. Yeah, I was just looking up Wildfire since you mentioned him.
Yeah, with that no face mask.
Yeah, I see a Dave Cochran right here of him, and his pretty cool.
I did a Wildfire commission a while ago. It's up on the internet. Sure, if you go ahead and Google me and Wildfire, it probably pops up.
Yeah, let's see.
It's kind of like blasting through a meteor.
Let's see. Let me take out the search. Oh yeah, there it is. Found it. Oh yeah, it's really nice. That was from about 5 years ago. That's cool. Here, if anybody wants to see.
Just 5 years.
I know, 2016.
Hold on, Jeff. Let me put you up there.
Sure. Take your time, buddy. Yeah, so look at that, people. Not that y'all couldn't find it on your own web searches, but that's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Did you remember what size that was? Was it like 11 by 17 or?
That was an 11 by 17. I was thinking about that for a while. I've only switched to 11 by 14. And I'm thinking I might keep it there. And there's a lot of people seem to think real estate has anything to do with the price. And it really isn't. When I go small, it's even more difficult than when I go big because big it's easy to see. Small details are hard to do. So
sure. So 11 by 14 is your preferred size then right now?
Yeah, I think, and it's so much easier to find a frame for that.
Yeah, exactly.
So hell, you can get them in discount stores.
Mm-hmm.
And mats too, which is really the part people need to do when they're framing their stuff is make sure they put the proper mat on it.
How's that?
Wow.
That is fantastic.
Right. So
wow.
I don't like this splotch. It's funny. I sometimes I take a picture of my stuff and see it small, and then all the mistakes pop up. So then I can go ahead and touch it up a little bit.
Oh, that is. Oh, be careful.
Yeah, my camera is. I'm just realizing I'm running out of juice for the phone too. Now, jeez. iPhone, Apple, you suck now. Ever since Steve Jobs died.
Die so fast. I'm always plugging my phone in.
Yeah, that's just uncool.
Yeah.
I
talk about my earbuds all the time. They basically have about a 2 hour and 15-minute life on them, and then I gotta unplug them. Now they charge back up in like 15 minutes, but for those 15 minutes, I got to go to the,
You're dying a little.
You got to go to these, and then you're on a leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I gotta get my charging cord. Oh my God.
That's all right. Take your time, sir.
Yeah, I should have figured this shit out earlier.
Awesome. So, what do you guys think about Jim Shooter coming on? Hopefully you guys will be into that. That's kind of a cool thing. We'll definitely find some examples of his art to put up so you guys can see what you're going to be getting. But I mean, I think it's really cool. I can't wait to pick his brain. I mean, that guy's got more stuff in Marvel history and comic book history than a lot of guys do. So hopefully that'll be something you guys enjoy, and we'll definitely be taking a lot of questions on that night too from people who want to ask stuff. So
I could tell you right now. And Jim Shooter's drawing ability has come along quite nicely over the years. I remember when he was a lad, but Jim is one of my favorite people to hang out with.
nice.
Yeah, well, we have the same agent, so you could always. I don't know. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about that. But generally speaking, we like to drink and talk.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I had the pleasure to meet him once, just once, but it was a very nice conversation that we had over comics and what my memories of the stuff that he edited and did and wrote were, and he was a very good guy to talk to. So
yeah. He's a great storyteller. He's got a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
He and Larry Hammond get together, forget about it. You'll never get a word in edgewise, and you don't need to. You just sit there and just enjoy.
Yeah, we have to try. Ken, we have to try to get Larry Hannah on this show. Larry Hannah would be great. He's got, that's the creator. Not only the GI Joe, but I mean, come on, that guy created Spider Ham. I mean, that's just for me, that's the end all be all right there.
You got to ask. This is a great question. If you ever do get Larry on there, ask him about drawing for Sears catalog.
All right, I'm writing it down.
Because back in the day when they would use drawings as advertising for Sears catalogs, and he was drawing shoes for them. But he's got a great story about Weird Old Andy.
It is noted, sir. I always tell everybody every time we get a guest on the show, I just keep jotting every time they say something that I want to look into. I jot it down in my notebook here. I've got pages and pages of stuff.
Yeah, he's brilliant, and a brilliant storyteller as well, just like Jim.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, the two of them together are just a riot. I think we can go ahead and move on to the next one, right?
There you go. That looks great. Fantastic.
All right.
So I know Dustin's going to be super. That was for Dustin. I'm sure he's going to be super happy with it.
I hope so too, Dustin. I hope you don't mind the sketchy quality of it. But I kind of like sketchy. What do they do? People think, the more you put into more detail, the better. No, not necessarily. Look at Sienkiewicz.
Oh yeah, made a living off of it.
Yeah, his whole vibe is all about design and color and composition, and he's got a Bob Peak approach to comic books, which is really refreshing.
Yeah, I actually have my this almost looks like one of those sketches. This is my Sienkiewicz. That almost looks like one of those pieces that you'd put a pen down and you wouldn't pick it up.
Closer.
See if there you go, Rags. If you see that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's son of a.
I have something similar. Mine's a Larry Stroman.
Yes.
Oh, God, similar. I don't think that's similar. What are you saying? Similar.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sign it. Okay.
That sounds good, sir.
What do we got next, Timberwolf?
Timberwolf, absolutely.
For those looking for updates, I did get I got Randy Emberlin's.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Great work.
All right. There you go, Dustin. Thank you very much.
I got the Randy Emberlin live sketches in. He didn't send me the commissions yet. He's still working on them. Jim Calafiore, I think, is done with everything. He's mailing out the package to me tomorrow.
Okay.
Who else?
Keep talking because I got to get another sheet of paper.
Yeah. Of course, Bill Morrison, he's got the commission list he's working on. Hoping to have all that stuff by MegaCon in August. And give him a little time to get through that list. All the Randy Pasco stuff was shipped. So that's out of here. Andy Kuhn, he's on vacation, so he will be working on his stuff when he comes back. Ron Wilson has the list. He started working on that.
Excellent.
And yeah, I think that's about everything that's going on in the 4C world.
Yeah. And yeah, we've got lots of other stuff that's in the works, but we have to wait till we finalize some things to announce them here. We want to make sure we don't have to backtrack or anything. So
yeah,
but keep on, because we've got some incredible things in the works. Ken's been busting his butt. You have no idea.
I almost quit.
I did have to talk him off the ledge a couple of days ago.
Oh no.
So to speak. It just goes to show you how hard he's working to give you guys all this great stuff. So everybody, I need you in the chat right now. Just tell Ken how much you appreciate him. Let him know that he's not just doing this. I think he knows, but yeah, he definitely has been busting his butt for you guys. So
there we go. I did a thing again. All right. Let's see.
Well, speaking of, I took a picture today, Jeff. I should share it.
Please.
Yeah, 1 sec.
And Ken, check out that chat, man. Look at all the love you're getting, buddy.
I'm not looking at it.
Bacon says that he likes you more than Oranga. So, I mean, that's something, right?
That's not a compliment. What the hell is that? Bacon likes mosquitoes more than he likes Oranga.
This line drawing thing.
This is. I'm gonna show a picture of my Father's Day. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, please. They're coming for Annika. Watch out.
Oh, geez. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
There's a picture of my Father's Day.
Well,
there you go, people.
That all went out today.
Yeah, that's how Ken spent his Father's Day, was wrapping up all those and sending them away.
That's not even all of it, because I probably had another 10 after I took that picture.
So there you go.
Father's Day to all the mules and Wallace.
Wrong sirens. See, people are yelling, "Claim, claim!" I hear something. Claim, claim.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, any motorcycles you guys hear, or cars, or back beeping, that's just Annika's neighborhood. That has nothing to do with making claims.
They're going again now.
There's people. Yeah. There's claims, and that's so fun.
That's hilarious. That's all right. My daughter keeps coming in because she's getting ready to fly out tomorrow, and she wants to take her skateboard with her. She doesn't fit in her bag, so she keeps bringing in ways she thinks she's going to be able to fly with it. She brought like a beach bag and goes, "Is this going to work?" And I'm like, "It's just half the skateboard sitting in the bag and half of it sticking out." Like, they're not going to let you bring that on the plane. I don't know. I gotta.
Dustin, that's TBD, buddy.
You doing any sketches offline? Or will it be okay? Yeah. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see. Once we know, you'll know. We promise. We don't. Once Ken finalizes stuff, he has a hard time keeping it in. He wants to. So you're only going to show the negative ones. That's great.
Oh.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Once Ken knows, he has a hard time keeping it in. He wants to always let it out. See, there's your favorite quote. We'll make sure he gives you your eulogy, in 100 years when you die. They'll be like, "I liked him more than I liked Oranga." That's all I'll say.
I'm going to put that on my headstone.
There you go. Exactly. People liked me more than Oranga.
Bacon liked me wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not get crazy here. That's Lucas. I gotta tell you, that's the whole point of this, is to keep things affordable. I have told artists no. I have said no to artists who want to charge an enormous amount of money. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to keep it affordable. That's what the commission list is for. Commission list is for the deep pockets. If you want to get something more polished, more finished, we do a commission list. But for the live claims, it's all about everybody trying to have a chance at it. And it's not just the claim. I want everybody to have a chance at it because they can afford it. And that was my whole idea this whole time, to do it this way. So
yeah. So sorry we weren't able to do those John Romita Sr. and McFarlane stuff. We just turned them down cold. We told them no. We said we're not going to do it. So you all have thanks. Thank Ken for that. Nobody wants that stuff. They were trying to charge double what Rags is, and we just said no. That's it. No, we're not going to do it. So
yeah, I'm a cheap date.
The black bubble wrap is actually a conscious choice. I saw it for sale, and I was like, hell, you know what? I'm going to buy that for two reasons. I know personally, when I get a piece of art in the mail, I like when it's face down and you kind of got to reveal it to yourself. So that's what the black bubble wrap is for. Reveal,
All right, I think I got this figured out. All right, so Timberwolf. Grr. It's a lot of grr. A lot of grr in all these things.
Sure. It's gotta. What does it say? That should be in your banner. The guys who turned down Romita. Yeah, it should be us. No, I don't.
I wish I could turn down Romita.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anybody who didn't know that was a total joke, oh my God.
No.
Yes, there are certain wonderful artists who don't do a lot of sketching or any at all, and those are. John Romita Sr. is one of them, and good luck getting something from McFarlane.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, hold on now, does he? Yeah, he doesn't. Does he?
We have some pretty big names.
Don't you do it, Ken. I know. I told you guys. Listen, the hardest thing for Ken is to keep this stuff under his hat. He wants to share it to the world, and it's because he's like, oh. It's like, no, Ken, no.
I won't do it.
No, I have to hold him back. Sorry, you guys can blame me for not knowing all the incredible people he's got lined up coming up after the incredible stuff we got going on right now. So he's got tons, a plethora of talent in the works. So.
We got Mike DiCarlo on Thursday.
Yeah, Mike DiCarlo is going to be on Thursday. There you go. You want to talk about Aparo? Aparo and DiCarlo go together like peanut butter and jelly, man.
They're right.
You owe me $3, Ryan.
Yeah, I actually I had Mike do a recreation of one of the pieces from the Death in the Family that Aparo had done, and he did it almost just did it almost exactly like Jim. And I was, because I like I said, Jim was my Batman artist, and I knew I was, unfortunately, since he passed, I was never going to be able to get a piece from him that was personal. So I had Mike do it, and he definitely knocked it out of the park.
Mike's a good artist. Mike's a damn good artist.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Bill Morrison today, and he said that he did a ton of inks for Bongo. Like he inked a lot of issues, he said, for Bongo.
DeCarlo, yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I got Gur.
You got Gur. All right.
Gur. I have a sheep Gur. Okay, so I'm going to start with this.
Oh, wow.
That's excellent.
Kind of Prince Namor-ish. But can't help being the Merciless. It's been part of archetypes forever.
Sure.
So we had an artist on a few days ago, and we kind of had a debate about Namor. Does he have a flat head or not?
Namor doesn't have a flat head. He has a flat hair dude.
Does now Namor he have wings on his feet? Is that he does have wings on his ankles? Is that right or no?
Yeah, he does. He's he's Brian Boitano with wings on his feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because but it doesn't really go. That's how he can fly when he gets out of the water, because he's got the little wings.
Brian Boitano, what am I thinking about?
I think it's so funny looking in the comments, seeing all these claims from the Siren.
It's
fantastic.
Sorry.
I want it to happen again.
It's like just background noise to me at this point. Like I don't even notice it until someone's like, "They're coming," and I was like, "Who's coming?"
Now, are your windows open, or is that just how loud it is?
They're closed.
You're gonna have to do something about it with that when Jeff and I crash there.
Yeah, exactly. Next, when we come for Comic-Con and we're sleeping on your floor, we can't deal with that stuff.
Sleeping on the floor. She's sleeping out on the park. We're sleeping in beds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we worked it all out. You and your mom are going to do your camp out thing in line for Hall H outside or whatever you guys do, and we'll just stay in your apartment. It's going to be empty anyways, right? So we're good. Yeah, we got it all worked out.
Oh no.
Just leave the robes out for us.
Yeah. See, Annika, how old's your mom?
Oh, 60. She's going to be 68 in July.
Yeah. See, Rags, her mom actually camps out in a tent for San Diego Comic-Con panels. She literally, in her mid-60s, late 60s, she is camping out for this stuff, which is pretty. That's some devoted stuff right there.
Wait, what?
I know.
Does she cosplay too?
Yeah. No. I wish.
No, she leaves the cosplaying to Annika.
Yep. And then she leaves.
I think I love your mom. That is so adorable.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah, until Annika has to go out and stay with her because she won't let her go by herself.
Yeah, I won't.
It's a good daughter. It's a good daughter.
Good daughter. Good. Aw.
It's fun though. Surrounded by people who are just as nerdy as you.
Mm-hmm.
Not more, if not less.
I don't know if this is coming out. If you could see.
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh yeah. That's very cool.
There we go. Yeah. All right, so in case anybody doesn't know, it's very common knowledge, but I'll say it anyway. This is a kneaded eraser.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called kneaded because you knead it like dough, right? And that's how you refresh it. Now this one's dead. Dead as dead can be. Right now it's silly putty. But anyway, it's a great way to lighten up work before you start getting into the finish. Of course, when it's fresh, you can do almost anything with it. But it's a great eraser. It really is. It's in everybody's toolkit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I honestly just watching these shows, I've learned about this, about like how you can just get it to take off the extra lead, but leave the background stuff. Because I never would have thought to use it like that. I just would have thought, oh, it's just a really great eraser that erases without leaving eraser marks on the paper. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
There's a company, and should I keep this PG?
You can go PG-13, slightly R. I don't think we got any children in the room.
Can I do NC-17?
Well,
There you go.
Okay.
For conversation, if I don't know if there is even an NC-17 conversation. I think you're allowed, as long as you're not going to be showing any pictures. I think we're good.
Well, look, I'm not going to get naked, so I mean, nothing like that.
All right, and Oranga just left. That's what he was waiting for, I think. Darn it. Yeah.
You keep taking to it.
Okay. Showbiz. Well, anyway, so yeah, these here's what happens. Okay, because I'm a moron. I analyze these things, and it turns out that my conclusion has been that the reason why using a kneaded eraser to lighten up and everything works, because there's a lot of subliminal stuff that happens when you draw. And when you're sketching in particular, and you're doing a lot of hand jive, and you're trying to figure things out, you're kind of zeroing in on an area where you think it should be. You're kind of feeling your way around. Again, it's like shooting an arrow. You're hitting the outside of the target and the outside rings before you can get close to center, which is the point. Mm-hmm. And as you're doing that, as you're sketching around, you're slowly, slightly pressuring more and more onto the paper where you're more certain that a thing should be. So you're actually pressing a little harder as you go along. And you don't realize you're doing it. It's just part of the process, because you're thinking beyond that. You're not thinking of the pencil on paper, you're thinking of the image coming to life. And so since you're pressing harder, you're actually embedding graphite deeper into the paper. So as you're creating grooves into the paper, the graphite lays along the bottom. So when you actually light, you're only taking the outer gray tones that are on the outside or on the outside edges of that chasm that you created. And that's why those pencil lines stay in there. Because I actually had an art director who I showed them something. There's a company called Scumix. Mm-hmm. It's actually SCUM-X. Scumix. And they put out a product called it's a bag. It's like a rosin bag. You ever watch baseball? Like mm-hmm. A rosin bag. It's just mm-hmm. a bag with bits in it that you kind of bang around and think pop through the porous container that it's in. And so Scumix does these rosin kind of bags where they're on the inside there's like little bits of eraser, like tiny little bits of eraser. So you kind of like pound it like this over the artwork, but you would keep the artwork in like a box, like a wardrobe box, for mm-hmm. presents that you would use, right? And then you take a piece of paper and you'd run it over the top of it, which is basically the same thing you're doing with a kneaded eraser. Mm-hmm. And hold on, I'm out of the studio. So the colloquial term for that bag is a scum bag. And in the art world, we know that it's an eraser bit rosin bag. So that was my NC-17.
Oh,
wasn't that bad, I know.
We say scumbag on this show every single week. And I'm not even kidding. That is completely factual.
But I do it professionally.
There you go. See, yeah, we've got another great artist that Ken is very affiliated with, named Alex Rigel, whose first issue of Scumbag just came out last week or 2 weeks ago. Oh, so yeah, Scumbag number 8, he did all the art for, and it was very well received. And
I never knew that Scumix can go so far.
Mm-hmm.
And this scumbag envelopes all shipped today too.
That's right. Are you, Rags? Are you going to be at MegaCon in August?
In August, I'll be. Oh, that's the other show, Tampa. I'll be there at the end of July and the beginning of August.
Okay.
The Tampa Comic Con is the only August show I have, and then I've got 3 shows in September. So basically, I'm just coming home, resting, getting ready for the next show.
I'll see you in Tampa.
Yeah, I'll be at that one.
Yeah, I'm going to send Ken to that one for me. He's going to be first in line for you.
Hey, wait. I already talked to Ken about this.
Ken doesn't get in lines.
It's okay. Jeff and I will be lined up for San Diego. The exhibit all together.
Listen, I said if we end up doing San Diego next year, it's going to be a working fun thing for all of us. But like I said, I don't do the same stuff. I wouldn't do the same stuff at San Diego I do at normal cons. I just wouldn't. I just want to go. I just want to go and just visit Nerd Mecca and just in all of its glory and be packed in like sardines. You know, I used to live in New Orleans. I know what it's like to move through Bourbon Street on Mardi Gras, so I can do that. You know,
maybe force him to a table at San Diego.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But if we do, I have no problem making that a working trip, just because I just want to go, just because I've never done it. So, but I told him now Baltimore. I said, Ken, if you decide to work Baltimore, I'm like, that's a different picture. That's my show. That's the one where I'm going to be standing in line for hours, getting all my stuff. So,
I mean, I might go to Baltimore. I won't be setting up at Baltimore. I'll be going up there to network. That
do a little, little networking. I like it.
That's what I'll be doing in Tampa too.
Absolutely.
I might be going to
Denver. Did you say Denver?
With Denver, what's the one Bill's doing the week after MegaCon? In Kansas City.
Oh, I don't know what that one's called. What is it?
Like Terrificon stuck in my head, but it's not Terrificon.
Yeah, no, it's not Terrificon. I can't remember. Somebody in the chat, save us. What's the one Ken's talking about?
Becker, are you still in there? Because I think he's out that way. Yeah. But it's literally the week after MegaCon. Bill and I were talking about it today. I was like,
Planet Comic Con.
Planet Con. Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
There you go. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah. I knew. Yeah, because Becker asked me if I was going to be out there. I said, "It's good possibility."
But I think
I want to drive and bring the whole setup or fly.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, tell people MegaCon is going to be our kind of coming out party, and we're going to see 2022 could be a huge year for 4C in person. So we're already getting some stuff this year, and we're getting some stuff out there, and we're trying to see if we can make it viable. And I know that, listen, these cons are coming back full force. People have been cooped up for too long. They are ready. So we're going to jump on that train and ride it as long as we can if possible.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what's going to happen this winter.
There's going to be so many.
How many shows open up because they're trying to make back some of the time lost. Okay, so here I am. Oh my God.
That's fantastic. Oh my God. I'm using that word too much, but it just is.
And that's all with the little...
except for this little bit here and here. That's all the graphics.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So there you go. I'm trying to angle it so.
Shoot, Ken, we should have just had him do these little pencil ones, man. These are just, I mean, the finished ones are phenomenal, but these are so cool.
We had that conversation before the show. I said, if you want to do just strict pencils, go right ahead. He's like,
Well, he's a completist. He likes to do it till he feels like it's done. I guess this would this drive you nuts to like quit this right now?
You saw when I autographed the last one. I kept touching it up. That's what we do. We're never satisfied. You put it down because you just exasperate yourself. You're like, ugh, I can't. If I go any further, I'm just going to muddy it up. That's what the boss said. Now, again, This is a great brush. It's got acrylic bristles in it, right? It's got this great ink, dries fast and everything. I love it. I love it to death. The only problem that it does do is that it tends to gummy up a little bit in here in the tip. So again, treat it like a regular brush. It's not an end all be all. I mean, a lot of these brushes come out and we tend to think of it as, doing shortcuts for us or becoming like a magic wand for us, and it's got limitations. No, man, treat this like a regular brush, and when it gets gummy, you just go ahead and dip it in. There's the problem with doing that. It's because it tends to bleed. The ink comes out much faster that way, so you kind of have to worry about that a little bit. And if that's the case that you're dipping it into the water, you can go ahead and just get back into the black areas and feel your way around until you're confident that you can get out of that. Because the black areas are very forgiving. You don't want to go straight to line work with that. So that's how you handle that. But yeah, I'm a completist. Sure, why not? These are fun because you come up with economics, and this is what I'm talking about. Style. It's an evolution. You don't get to this to be able to lighten up and make it effective without having gone through all the heavy lifting. So anybody seeing this and maybe impressed with it, I think it's awesome. It's all shortcuts and no. Everything here represents something. It's something that was said about Michael Golden, which is absolutely true. There's not one line wasted, right? He is so economic with his line. It makes me sick. I want to break his brush in front of him. I'm so jealous of his ability just to drop. I mean, okay. Art. Art is about, and again, style is about this too. Is all about becoming economic, right? One line represents the 3 or 4 lines that you used to do, right? And to get to that point, it takes such a vast knowledge and experimentation and trial and error. So when I see somebody like Mike who's got it down and just like boom, and you think about the hours and years spent to get to that point. And when you see it right in front of you, and it's just it makes you feel like you're a chump for working harder than you do, because he has that knack, that vision of just dropping it in like, I don't know. It's just,
yeah. We were talking to James Pascoe last week, and he was telling us about how an artist that he knew that could literally in perfect like anatomy draw a character from starting from the fingertip extended out, and he could draw them the finger, then he could draw their hand, then he could draw their forearm, all the way through the whole figure, and it was just anatomically just perfectly correct. And it's the kind of stuff that it makes you want to just put down your pencil and just be like, what the hell, when somebody has that gifted.
Yeah, and again, you don't get there without the passion to pursue it.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're seeing there is muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
And muscle memory has its place, and that's what you're really developing over the years. You're really developing that muscle memory that you eventually do get to the point of the abstract and the simplification. And I mean, if I could do this all day long, I'd do this all day long. So the industry doesn't require this; it requires more. People think it's all about putting in the hours. They treat it like you're clocking in. No, it doesn't have to be. You can be very effective doing less, but the industry requires and the fan base demands more. So you put in more hours and tip in more and more and more. It's kind of short-sighted, but what do I know?
Yeah, what do you know? You've only been doing this for a couple of decades or something. I mean, geez.
Being very flattering. I've been doing it for 3 decades.
Hey. I said I've been collecting art since the '80s, and it just never ceases to amaze me. Just watching I've seen probably by this point hundreds and hundreds of artists work, and just the little subtle differences, and just how they can turn a blank piece of paper into something in just a second, and how much it can change while they're working on it. It's just, I have a great appreciation for art. I have a brother who graduated from art school. I have another brother who's a very good sculptor and wonderful artist. And like I said, it's one of those things where I just didn't matter how hard I worked. I couldn't get it to work. I guess maybe I couldn't just get it to work as well as I wanted to. So I sort of had to let it go at some point. But I definitely have a very big appreciation for it, and love to watch the different styles and the different methods. And yeah, it's always fascinating to me.
And again, that's all about passion. Willing to live with your mistakes. Because I used to equate it as this way as well. I used to say your mind and your mouth is light years ahead of your hands. And if you have it in your mouth where you can articulate it, and what I mean in your mouth, in your mind's mouth, you know, when you're articulating it to your head, as you're drawing, as you're thinking, you're talking to yourself, you know, you see the potential of where it is, and you know you're not there. That's not important. You know exactly where you're trying to get there. You just need to keep shooting that arrow and get it centered. Squeeze a little more ink into that bristles.
So what are you currently working on right now for any books?
Well, let's just say I'm semi-retired.
Semi. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, you know, I'll work with the right for the right project. I can't.
There you go.
And it sounds very elitist, but it's more of an admission of my abilities now to be able to see the page for long extended periods of time. And what I mean by that is that, you know, we get older, you know, and the ability to stay up for 14 hours is very difficult for 6-7 days a week. And a couple of years ago, I made a commitment to myself that I will take off Sundays no matter what. I have to have one day of rest and recovery and recouping. Because again, I can't put in that time. I can't bounce back like I used to, you know. So if it was something with finite time or a finite number of books, you know, if I know I'm going into a 10-issue maxi series or a 3 or 4 issue mini series, you know, if I'm in the long haul to do a 12-issue run or something, you know, it's all about saying, okay, well, listen, by the time this hits the stands, you know, that's when I start to become under the gun, you know. That's what lead time is all about. So, you know, I have to have those qualifications where, you know, it's less demand, especially now, because most of us, I mean, we all aspire to be as fulfilled an artist as possible, and we want to become painters, and, you know, maybe those who paint want to go into sculpting, and, you know, it's always an adding to, see, because we're always pursuing, again, ourselves, our best versions of ourselves. So, you know, we aspire to go further and further, and as we go along, we realize that it's part of that is of that experimentation into getting something a whole new field, coupled with the fact that, you know, you get eye dry after about 8 hours, you know, and then, you know, you're still putting in the time, and you're trying to put out the quality, but you're just running out of daylight. What it boils down to. So having said all of that, I am working on something with Jim Starlin.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, no, there it is. Name drop.
Hey,
that's your attention.
Hey, I didn't know nothing about this, everyone. I knew nothing about this. Honest questions.
Yeah, well, Jim's been doing a lot of work for Ominous. That's the Ron Mars company. And we are, and I've been working on it now for a little while. I had to stop because I started lapping where they were in terms of the process of getting it out. Because we're talking about a whole new entity. We're talking independent comics, and independent comics has a whole other structure. Very, very reliant on Kickstarters.
Right.
So, and I don't know how much has to do with perhaps, and again, I'm not being vague as much as I just don't know the right answer. But it might have something to do with diamond distribution. There's a lot of things that a lot of people don't realize it becomes part of the equation. I certainly didn't realize it became part of the equation. Yeah, because again, I'm just one of the Indians. I'm over here just trying to do my job, hand it off to the next guy. So there's a lot of logistics I didn't understand and was never privy to, and it was never my concern. But now I have to, consider it because it's a major obstacle for the smaller companies. Having said all that, it's something that we are doing a trilogy that used to be 80 pages per book. We had to cut that back down to, I believe, half that. And so we're still committed to a trilogy. I've got the artwork for the promotional package finished. And it's been colored by the great Haley Renee Brown, by the way. Check out Haley Ren Arts. UBC and my partner. And she's on Instagram. Hale Ren Arts. I'm sorry, Hale Ren Arts. It's HAIL Ren REN Arts. Anyway, so right now we're just waiting for the announcement, essentially, and then we can continue on. In the meantime, it's just in order to have commitment. In order to have that commitment, I can only pursue certain ancillary revenue streams. And at this point now, we're talking commissions and things that I can control, commissions and shows,
Sure.
Something that so I'm just waiting. But it's something called Order and Outrage. And if you think it's political, you're right. And anybody who knows me, who follows me on Facebook, knows exactly the kind of rants I'm always going into. I'm off of Twitter because of my ranting.
Was that voluntary or was that them putting you off?
It's a little bit of both. I allowed myself to get pissed off.
Yeah.
It
happens. Believe me.
Yeah,
living this.
And I tried to close my account, tried to end it. I said, all right, well, screw you. You don't let me use it, then the hell with you. I'll just close out my account and move on to the next social media. But they refused to let that happen, too. And I said, so you want to sell my crap? Sell my number, my accounts, my likes, my dislikes. You want to sell all of my history to somebody. But you don't want me to pursue or use your services.
Mm-hmm.
So, assholes.
Yeah. I said, living this close to DC, I definitely have to bite my tongue on the social media platforms daily. Daily.
Now, in case anybody hasn't picked up on it, I just dipped into I went again with the big brush, and I'm going with the art graph, and you can see it's very loaded and it's very heavy. It's very dark. So to play it safe until I find the equilibrium, the halfway point that I can use to go ahead and do lighter tones as I'm doing now, I go into the dark areas, the areas where it's again more forgiving. So I will go into the deep shadows, knowing full well I have leeway there.
Sure. Can you hold it up close to the screen real quick?
Jeez.
So as you can see, I'm going into here and here and here, and the areas that are furthest away from the light.
Mm.
And then
It's fine, Annika. It's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't have gotten anyways with my luck on that wheel, the wheel of betrayal.
oh, poor Annika. Poor Annika.
She's gonna be two-fisting in a minute. It's gonna be Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Chardonnay.
Well,
It's like your birthday, right?
I'll tell you what, Annika. If I ever do San Diego, you look me up. We'll hit the bar, bring my pad, and we'll just hang out.
I'm all for it.
You and me, two winos, we'll just get together.
There's a lot of wine bars down in Little Italy. It's
yelling at people that
Just
aren't.
don't wake Jeff and I up.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
That's awesome. No,
Now,
it's
going in with crazy line work that's very avant-garde, but basically I'm just playing plane breaks. A plane break is a corner of a form. So
that's just insane.
doing it like that. Are you getting this? Oh, it froze. I'm doing all the hand jive and it froze.
No, I can see it. I didn't see it freeze.
But this is the stuff that all the big boys do.
Yeah.
And the big girls.
I think Tyler keeps in his head. He's going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and everybody else is watching the stream, going, finish it, finish it, finish it.
Again. Keep going is the disease of thinking more is more.
Mm-hmm.
See?
That looks great.
Subtle, Ken. Subtle.
Nah, he's almost done anyway. I was just.
So what's new, guys?
Wow.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Screw you.
You want to freak like 100 people out? Just take it and go, you know what? And just say, I'm going to start over, and then watch the heart.
The only person who'd freak out would be Tyler.
Yeah.
Are we on time? What time is it? Oh, we got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, it's not a hard 2 hours unless you want it to be. So it's up to you.
I think that's good. What do you think?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Wolf.
Are you up for another?
5 minutes?
No, you can keep going. We don't have to end the show in 2 hours.
Oh, what was that? Oh, that's right. You know what? How about we do one more spin?
Well, that sounds like a plan. Ken, do you want to do it? Do you want to open it to more than 5 spots, or do you want to just do 5?
If it's going to be the last sketch of the night, I think maybe we open it up to anybody who wants to claim it, and then we'll spin the wheel.
So we'll hit the button now then, so we can get all these claims out of the way because they all know it's coming.
Sorry. Sorry. That time it didn't get 10.
Hold on, I got the wheel up. I got to get it up.
Hold on. It's going to take a minute for all these claims to come through. Give it a second.
All right.
All right. Wow, this wheel is going to be full. Hold on. It's not done yet. We'll give it a full 30 seconds before I
start reading them off though.
I'll start telling them off to you. Just get a piece of paper.
I'm going to type them in as you read.
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna read them now. So hopefully there's not more than one. If you hear a name twice, let me know because I think I see more than one. All right. So I've got Linda Craig. So Linda, I got Mike Becker. I got Bob Jones.
Hold on, don't go too fast. Mike Becker, Bob Jones. Okay.
All right. I got Robert, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his last name because it's
Give me an initial.
A.
Acuna Bagshaw.
Acuna Bagshaw. There you go.
Because it's got the little Enya.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Lucas.
Okay.
And then we've got our lovely Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix sounds like a wrestler.
She goes by a different name. You know her. I'll tell you later. Ryan.
I know her.
Yeah.
All right. You got Ryan?
Yep.
This is Ryan O'Connor. You sure?
Oh, sure. Okay. Hold on. All right.
Okay, yeah, because we got more than one Ryan on here, so I want to make sure. James Burke.
Okay.
I got Ari.
All right.
I got Jill.
Okay.
I got Stefan.
Okay.
I got Ryan Jablonski.
Okay.
I got Daniel Blocksky. It's going to be a loaded wheel. You ready? I got Shane Edward Allen.
You can do that. I'll get another piece of paper.
We'll probably still be here.
Yeah, I got, hold on, it just jumped on me again. Hold on. I got Evan Blaster. All right. I got, I'm just going to skip over Aranga. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Aranga. I'm just kidding. So Aranga.
Right.
I got CD Lentz, Lentz. I'm sure it's Cameron. He was on as Cameron earlier, so.
Okay.
I got, did I already say Matt? Because he.
No.
No, Matt.
Because the first thing I have for him is dang too slow.
I don't think he knows we're doing a wheel, maybe.
Okay. So that's all right. So go ahead. I'm going to put you on there, Matt. So if you end up not being here, then whatever. And then finally, Chris Bacon. God, the slowest guy on earth. Jeez. He's not the last one though.
Yeah.
And then I already said Linda, right? And I've already said Shane. I already said, God, Shane, you can't keep claiming. I'm not going to put your name on more than once.
I think that's it.
I think that's it, except for, you know what? I want you to throw Annika's name on, and I want you to throw my name on, just to show you guys there's no fix on this thing. Even if we win, I'm not going to – I just want to show you. Because I bet you, because I'm not going to let Annika win, she'll probably win the wheel spin. But I just want to see.
Put my name on there.
Yeah, put your name on there too, Ken.
Now remember, my percentages are hilarious.
All right, so do we just go with one spin?
Yeah.
Just one spin. Just one spin. Come on. Because that's what sucks is when you're the winner of the first spin of 3 spins. You're like, why did he say 3 spins? I'm sure that's what Aranga was saying earlier.
Probably.
All right. I want to see what that wheel looks like. So throw that wheel up there.
So excited.
Oh, my God. That's literally like a Wheel of Fortune wheel. All right. Are you ready to start the spin, Ken? You're gonna have to blow. You got to blow it up though. I can't see. We can't read it real well. Those of us on phones can't see it very well.
Hold on 1 second. How's that?
Oh, it's beautiful. All right, give it one good spin, buddy. Here we go, everybody. So nerve-wracking.
Watch this. Remove.
Oh my God.
That's so great. Okay, wait. I just want everybody to feel that. Just feel it.
I'm so glad my camera's on because I fell out of my chair. So you gotta see it again.
I'm gonna
It's-
poop my pants.
Spin it again. That was hilarious. Thank you. You all are welcome. You're welcome.
No!
It's bacon.
Oranga just had a heart attack.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh no.
That
Oh,
was
that
hilarious.
Wow. Wow.
Oh wait a minute. Chris Bacon said definitely rigged
Oh yeah.
before he saw that he won.
Oh,
So
we'll
I don't know.
again then.
How does he feel about it now?
That's hilarious. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god. All right, Mr. Bacon.
Whew.
What character would you like?
I'm gonna have to wait like 10 minutes because his lag is so bad.
So it is so bad. Yeah, Oranga's like, nuke
He's
the
using
wheel.
Canadian internet.
Oh,
Oh, that was actually fast.
Rags, you're gonna love this. He wants a Hawkman. So as soon as Rags comes back from his away from camera moments, well, let him know it's a Hawkman. But there you go. So you guys saw it in action.
I mean, that was you. We couldn't have scripted that.
You know?
I mean, really. Annika, you really do have the worst luck on those things.
I know. I told you this.
You wasted your one win on the win with like 40 people on the wheel, and you couldn't even win. Look at her drinking that. She's just like, she's take it back.
Don't ever go on Wheel of Fortune.
No, I'd hit bankrupt like every single time. I'd be like every spin. It's cool. I have so many great things from y'all, so it's fine.
Oh,
she's
Like,
tearing up. I was laughing so hard.
she's like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That's it.
All right.
That's how you
Well,
know.
listen.
I've had her
Go
on
ahead.
enough now that I know that when she's frustrated, it's fine. It's fine.
It's
okay.
fine. It's fine.
I'm like,
It's fine. You
I
know.
like pulling my hair a lot. Like,
If I was her boyfriend and she started saying that, I'd leave the room.
yeah.
When she's fixing
Oh,
it.
oh shit, that is my tell. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, you can't tell her tell, Ken. What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna change it.
When we had the San Diego Comic-Con poker tournament.
Oh no, I can't play
What
poker.
kind of hand you got, Annika? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's great.
So I'm gonna take this free moment to prop myself up. So I'm gonna be on Comic Art Fans next Sunday for Collectors Conversations with a few other panelists. So if you guys are free, next Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be one of 3 other panelists and a moderator. So please feel free to tune in, and we're gonna talk about some cool stuff. So I'm gonna plug that in right now while I got a shot. And I actually have to. I actually have to step away because I told Ken I had to do a solid 2 hours tonight because it's my daughter's last night in town. We spent all day together, so I told him I could slip away for 2 hours. So it's fine. But she's headed out to Chicago to spend the summer with her mother. So she's leaving. She's leaving tomorrow morning, super early in the morning. So we are. So we're gonna spend. I'm gonna go take her out for some ice cream before.
That's cool.
And we're going to spend some time together before she's got to hit the sack because we got to be up at like 4:30 in the morning to get ready and get to the airport. So I will see you later. Thank you, Annika, for filling in. Thank you, Ken, for having me, and thank you, Rags. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Dude, it was all good.
And I'll definitely keep putting my jabs in for that Superman, but we'll talk about it some other time. You all have a wonderful night.
But get extra sprinkles. Tell her I said the extra sprinkles are from me.
Extra sprinkles are from Rags. Heard. You guys have a great night, and it's all yours, guys.
Take care.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for anybody who didn't see the announcement, I'll do that again real quick. So next Monday, we are having Jim Shooter on. And we'll be here, and he's going to do some sketches. I'm sending him a bunch of blank cover comics. That's what he's going to do sketches on. So you'll have to choose from the comics that he has to do a sketch, and then we will have the availability to have them PGX graded after the event if you'd like. I'm not doing CGC or CBCS. Don't ask. Don't ask. It's not happening. I'm doing PGX submissions through me. for $35. So that is the big announcement for anybody who didn't see it when we did it about an hour ago. We're really excited. And also, of course, we have Mike DiCarlo this Thursday also.
Mm-hmm.
And very, very happy that Rags joined us. Super excited about tonight. It was
I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, he did some fantastic art. Really amazing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, I don't know if you weren't here for the wheel spin. We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 25 people on it.
That big?
So yeah, if you wanted to, you could sketch until probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning.
Everyone will be asleep.
Annika will still be here drinking wine, you know. So.
Remember what I told you about my dry eye?
Yeah.
Getting is this cute, by the way? This little choo-choo train.
Is that a sharpener too?
That's my pencil sharpener.
Wow,
Yeah, see, you stick it in here.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
No man.
All right.
Good night, Stephen. Stephen.
Okay, so what?
It's a unique one. He wants Hawkman.
Okay. Makes it sound like I hate Hawkman. I don't. I love Hawkman. He's been very good to me, especially. Problem is, I don't think there's an angle I've ever done Hawkman that hasn't been done already twice by now. That is the issue. Hawkman. What am I going to do for Hawkman? Hey, listen. Phil and I hated having to sing "Whiskey in a Jar," their first hit. And who's Phil Lynott? Well, kids, there's an old band called Thin Lizzy from Ireland. They're Ireland's version of Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And very underrated in America, but they have a lot of great albums. And they call for whiskey in a jar, which is a folk song that they kind of, rock and rolled with it. And, Phil and I say, we're not playing whiskey in a jar. We're not playing fucking whiskey in a jar anymore. Like that. So that's, you know what? It's comfort food. It's wonderful. And I'm not want to begrudge anybody. It's just, it gets harder and harder to do it over and over again and do it in a way that you haven't done it. So what am I going to do with Hawkman? Well, I've done a full figure. I have yet to do a top down. Maybe tonight's the night. I don't know. I've had like 3 glasses of wine. Why not? All right. I've even had him like half taken off his mask, and we get to see him like, Carter Hall underneath the mask.
Oh wow!
I haven't put on his mask.
Huh?
I've been putting on the mask.
Putting on the mask. The same fucking thing.
How about like a battle damage or something?
Battle damage. Oh, like I've never done that. Where his eyeballs bleeding. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I do all these nicks and cuts and things. It's one of the things I do. I mean, Frazetta did it before everybody else.
Yeah.
I've been, that's everybody likes to. It's the tale that's not being told. It's the story within the story. That's all right. I could do heroic up. I've done that. I've even done straight forward a couple of times, where there is no shape. It's weird. Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? And why have I lost signal again? Thank God my phone still works.
Yeah, right.
We'd be so SOL right now. I'm coming back in.
Let's see.
You know, I can see you guys and I can see what I'm doing. All right, good. Stupid signal. All right, so
From behind. Someone says from behind.
from behind. You want me to draw his ass? I'll draw his ass.
I didn't say
Problem with anatomy. Equal opportunity offender. I'll draw anything. It's because I'm. You know, the funny thing is, I'm actually. I've been told that I'm kind of known for drawing bulges.
Oh.
Hey, look, sometimes you got to do it for the girls and some of the fellas. It's cool, you know. As far as I'm concerned, why not? Hell, you know, how long were you getting away with nipples? You know.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna make him with a bloody mouth. You want battle damage, but the helmet looks great. It's everything from the helmet down is screwed up. How's that?
You got sucked in the jaw.
Yeah, how about that? Is that you guys got the you're talking to the people? Is that an approved piece?
What do you think, Bacon?
Bacon one. Hey, Bacon,
Come on, Bacon, say something.
talk to me, Bacon.
He's like, I won. I'm gone.
Yeah, he left. He went to watch hockey.
Run the Hurricanes out. Isn't that his team? I don't know.
You know what?
Yeah, and he's a hockey guy. It doesn't matter who's playing. I think he's going to watch it. He said he didn't hear what he said.
He always in the bathroom.
I mean, I feel like hockey players get socked in the face all the time, so he'd probably appreciate it.
There you go. I'll make him toothless.
With a toothless smile.
The first 4 teeth in the top row.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay, so what are my thoughts on Hawkman? Well, I'm glad you asked. As far as drawing him, and people say, how come he's got those eyes? How do those eyes work? Well, I always say Thanagarian technology.
Mm.
You always have an answer when you're full of shit. And so that's what I tell them. I says, yeah, you know, I mean, how do you know this nth metal doesn't work that way? I'm telling you it does. So too bad. I always like the maniacal look that a bird had, you know, like a bird of prey. They always look like they're insane.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Jeff started off writing him that way or if he saw what I was trying to do with the characters' emotional content, because in the end, that's what we're drawing, emotions, right? That he just went with it, but he saw me separate the mask from the human being underneath, and something that Mike Bear had always remarked on, that, you know, I draw the helmet like it's a helmet. And it's true, because it's an entity, you know, it's something else completely different from the character itself. I mean, the Carter Hall is just the guy holding the mask up. The mask itself has to speak to me. So I went with the maniacal bird look. You know, Kubert had that the eye slit thing going with it, more of a cat-like thing. But you know, I just fell in love with just the death stare that birds have. You know, hawks and falcons, and the like, you know. So when I draw Hawkman, that's the first thing I try to cue in on. I try to make him feel like there's something else there. I mean, Shelley Moldoff, I think he was the artist who first did him. He said he created him. He said that there's something otherworldly about him. You know, the weirdness was what made it work. And I agree. You know? Who wants to be bored with fiction, right? They want something weird. And it's part of his appeal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to go ahead and get to the human aspect, because it's almost like the mask is saying, oh, now you did it, you know?
Yeah.
Now you pissed me off. You kept prodding, you kept pushing at me, you kept spilling your drink on me as you were giving me a bunch of crap. Now you're gonna get it. And the mouth says, I've gone too, it's gone too far. So
Do you get asked to draw a lot of Hot Girl too? Yep, that's a yes. I like her mask. It's really cool.
it's a hard mask too. It's very.
Oh, really?
It only works in fiction. I mean, if they ever tried to do it, real life, they do what they did in Legends, right? They just WB just took it and says this shit doesn't work. You kidding me? Comic books.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that in real life.
So yeah, that's. I mean, it's an archetype. You follow it, but honestly, I don't think it only works if you have skills of it. Kind of like how many different kinds of Batman capes they had for Christopher Nolan. When he made the series,
Mm-hmm.
just can't go with one thing. You have to go with like a bunch of different ones from different angles to make it work. So that's what we have. Let's see. I think we need some tea. Concentrating too much on the blood and the grit of the curl of the mouth. I want to put some tea. There we go. Hey, now it's different.
That's cool.
See, you just had to put the NHL. I don't even know who's playing anymore. I know the Islanders were in it for a while.
I just know that the Hurricanes are not playing because Chris posts about them not being in the playoffs anymore. He used to like the Sharks, but I haven't watched hockey in a long time.
Hockey's not my game. I'll be the first to admit. I mean, I grew up playing baseball, so baseball is the one game that I could talk about like I'm like I was there, like I'm a pro.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
See that? Is that angled right? I don't know. This kind of weird trying to.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
But and being a native New Yorker, and that I was born there, even though I was raised in New Jersey, my family was there, and I'd go back all the time to the Bronx and visit family when I was a kid, and we were taking family trips to visit our cousins. But and then I had an uncle who lived in Hell's Kitchen on 49th between 10th and 11th.
Oh, wow.
As a teenager, I used to always hop on the bus and spend weekends hanging out with my uncle. Was my favorite uncle. And so he's no longer with us, rest his soul. But he's the one actually introduced me to Phil, Elena, and then Lizzie, and the folk songs that won't play anymore. But
Yankees or Mets?
Mets. As we say in Queens, there's two teams we root for: the Mets and whoever's playing the Yankees.
That's right.
That's fair. Nobody likes the Yankees.
Everybody. The only people that like the Yankees are Yankee fans, and they're fair. They always show up in droves. But that's every fan base, really. I can't even.
Yeah.
That's every. They show up in droves when they're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Always that 5,000 to 10,000 that show up at the stands, regardless. Those are the real fans. And what the heck happened to my brush? All right, hold on. Technical difficulties. This is where we're supposed to get that blank screen and supposed to say, "Hang on, we'll be right back." Technical difficulties. Well, I know where my wine is. That's the important thing. It's one brush. Where's the other one? Damn it. And you know why it takes art so long?
What was that?
Because of it. Because we drop things and we can't find them.
Mm.
And then we're looking and we're looking and we're looking and it's our lap and we don't realize it. Next thing you know,
It's on your head.
Anywhere. It will be anywhere than it's supposed to be.
I've been a Yankee fan my whole life.
Have you been? Oh man. Mm.
I went to a game when I think I was 5 or 6 years old. My dad took me to Yankee Stadium. We sat right behind home plate, maybe 10 or 15 rows behind home plate. And all I can remember, I was sitting behind Thurman Munson.
Yeah.
And they played the Twins, so I got to see Rod Carew.
Oh wow!
It was when you could see the train going in the outfield in Yankee Stadium back then.
Wow, Rod Carew.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. But in another life, I used to be everyone else has heard this, Rags, but I used to be a sports marketing guy, so I worked with a lot of players. And,
all right, who's the biggest asshole you ever worked with?
Biggest asshole?
Come on.
I'll tell you, he was a New York Yankee. Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson is the biggest asshole on the planet. And I hope he sees this video because he is. He's an asshole. And one of the nicest guys I ever worked with was Gary Carter.
Uh-huh.
He was the best. Mookie Wilson was a nice guy, too. I used to do a lot with Mookie and Bill Buckner.
William Hayward Wilson. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was around the time. Oh, that was when they had to reconcile.
Yeah.
Poor Buckner. And and when he played with the Cubs, I hated him. This was back before they had, like 25 divisions. It was only East-West, American League, National League, and for the longest time, the Mets and the Cubs were fighting for who's going to be for last place, and we'd alternate from the mid '70s to like the early '80s. And it was alternating every year. Either the Mets were in last place or the Cubs were in last place. And then Bill Buckner came along, and he was just one of those guys that you love to hate because he was so good. Real good hitter. Yeah. And he was that guy, the guy who always came in clutch.
Yeah.
To sink your hopes. And I hated Bill Buckner.
You loved him.
Nah, yeah, well, sure, of course, Mookie got over. If Bill Buckner was the one who hit that single that scored Ray Knight, and Mookie had to come to grips with that, it may be a very different thing. So of course he loved him. And the thing is, nobody knows Mookie Wilson except for that play, because it's been, that was what a lot of people don't realize about that series was that. Much like the 2015 series where the Mets had leads in every single game but lost the series anyway.
Yeah.
The Red Sox were a damn good team and they were challenging, but the thing about that particular Mets team was that they never, ever, 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 ever gave up. All season long, they would have improbable comebacks.
Mm-hmm.
It was just one of those years, and they had lightning in the bottle for 162 games and then into the playoffs. And the same thing happened when they were in Houston. Houston had leads that the Mets came back. I know I'm talking a bunch of bullshit. No one wants to hear this crap. They want to know what's going on with Batman. Well, he's not on the Mets, so I go with what I know. But yeah, that's. Mookie Wilson, nicest guy. Did you know he didn't get a $1 million contract until his very last contract?
Wow.
Different time.
Yeah, and look, at the time when George Foster became the highest paid Major League Baseball player, and I remember reading articles about this. It's hilarious when you look at the contracts now. But back then, it was like 1981, I think it was, or 82. When George Foster signed with the New York Mets, he signed a $10 million contract for 5 years.
Wow.
$10 million for 5. And who the hell does he think he is? He's now worth $2 million. It's worth $2 million. $2 million in a boys game. You know, this is a child's game. You don't get paid millions. They don't care if the owners are getting it, but the players get it. Oh my God, I play for free. Are you kidding me? $10 million. But yeah, it was the big thing. Now $10 million can't even get you a bench player.
Yeah.
But
I went to a dinner in New York. It was the '86 Mets reunion, and I got to hang out with Keith Hernandez and Doc, and the one guy I wanted to see was Lenny Dykstra. And, he didn't show up, and everyone and I actually sat down at the table with Keith Hernandez. And I said, "Where's Nails?" And he goes, "Nails ain't gonna come." Okay. But that was a fun night. They were all great guys.
Okay, now listen here. Annika, hi.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, dear?
Good. I like baseball. I have the Padres. We're doing great.
Yeah, right. Tatis Jr., nice.
Oh man. He's like
sorry. The Mets ran through them during a hard time.
It's fine.
Look, here's the thing. The Mets were red hot at the time, and the Padres were ice cold. It happens all the time. Because right now, after we left the Padres, we got ice cold, and now the Washington Nationals ran right over us.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So listen, you know what? It's like that old what was that with Buck Johnson from the baseball documentary by Ken Burns, where he says, he said, "Don't get too cocky. Don't get too cocky."
That's true.
Tomorrow, But yeah, that's the way it is in baseball. They say you win a third, you lose a third. It's the other third that determines whether you're a champion or not.
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, Annika, remember the dollop? We were talking about podcasts.
Yes, the podcast. Yes, the dollop. I actually looked it up, and I subscribed.
They have one on Lenny Dykstra.
Oh.
So you'll get to learn about Nails. Because Nails is out of his mind.
Oh God.
Nails has a sordid background, and again, it's a history project. So they'll tell you all about Nails from the time that he was like, where he was from, what his family was like, and how he got his process, and why he is the way he is. The dollop is one of my all-time favorite things. I will put it on as I'm laying in bed, and I'll fall asleep to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wake up like 7 episodes later.
Sometimes I wish it would just like pause after one, because I really had no idea where I woken up. I'm like, what is this?
Well, it's not Netflix. Should we continue? Are you awake? Are you there?
Then when I get that message, I'm like, I am awake.
I know, right? Like, screw you.
Yes, I'm still watching. Don't judge me.
And I will skip your ads. Don't you tempt me. I know what's going on. But
so true.
Yeah, the dollop. You got to. If anybody's listening, if you like history and accurate history, because these guys do a lot of it. They have a great research team, and it's 2 comedians, Dave Anthony and Gareth Reynolds, are the 2 comedians.
Mm-hmm.
And they do these where it's all about history, but like as I described it, it's kind of like like weird those weird magazines, like Weird Louisiana, Weird St. Louis, Weird New York, Weird New Jersey, that kind of thing, where it's like just all these odd stories that kind of define the area that that they're talking about, and it's kind of like that, a podcast of history by 2 comedians, and it's hilarious because Dave Anthony and his team do all the research, and Gareth Reynolds doesn't know what the subject matter is about until they start talking about it. So he's just basically riffing blind. One guy's the play-by-play announcer, and then Gareth Reynolds like the color guy. And then eventually he starts realizing what they're talking about. I mean, he didn't even realize at one point they were talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken, about Colonel Sanders, And he didn't put 2 and 2 together, and it wasn't until he goes, "Oh, wait a minute.
Oh no.
We're talking about Colonel Sanders." He goes, "Oh, now you get it." We've been in Kentucky. We talk about special sauces and spices.
Love it.
Didn't show up until later in his head. But anyway, that's the dollop. It's great. It's wonderful, wonderful material to listen to, especially if you're like me, who likes to find out as much about things. I'm the kind of guy, if I learn a new band, I find out who every member is, what band they've ever been in, what they've done before, what their hits are, the names of the songs. I'm that guy.
Yeah, I like doing deep dives.
Yeah. So the dollop is really good in that venue. So I highly recommend it to anybody. And the other one we were talking about was something called the Never Ending Honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Everlasting Honeymoon. The Endless Honeymoon, sorry.
I just looked it up. I have it. But yeah, it's endless.
If you like relationship stories, because it's great.
And they're like super funny.
Yeah. Mosh, I always forget his name. Moshkash and his wife.
Natasha.
Natasha, yes, thank you. There are two professional comedians who are married to each other, and they give relationship advice. And one of the things they do on that show is that they have confessions where they don't tell you who they are. They'll tell you, their confessions.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Like getting drunk and crapping in someone's driveway or something like that. Nobody knows it was them. That kind of stuff.
I remember because they came to San Diego for a comedy show in La Jolla, and so we went. And they'd bring like a random couples up, and they would have them like tell their story and like their disagreements, and then they'd mediate it, and it just was hilarious.
Yes. So that's their shtick. They like to talk about relationships.
Yeah, I'm super excited that you told me they had a podcast because I had no idea, and they were hilarious when we saw them. So
you're gonna enjoy yourself. I promise you, that's a good one.
I'm excited. I've listened to too many murder podcasts.
Oh, and Murder She Wrote.
I'm all about the murder.
Lore too, right? Lore is very fun. Yeah, I listened to that for a while. I couldn't take it anymore. I got to be entertained. I don't want to be sitting here dropping everything and really thinking about what I'm being told. Yeah. So. And so anyway, here I am. And where am I?
I like the eye.
Yeah, again, the monocle eye. What am I doing? I can't. Everything. I'm in upside down. Anyway, the mask. It's key. Treat it like a separate thing. And got the basic character down.
Oh. Are you hungry? My dog is hungry. She's like sitting at the door.
I heard a doggy. What you got?
She's like a little terrier mutt mix.
Oh, I love dogs.
Yeah, so she was on her bed, but she definitely just got up and sat in front of the door and is like,
time to go.
6:30, it's my dinner time. I'm gonna let her out.
You don't want this. You don't want this smoke. I thought I trained you right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she like ran back. She's like, I'm hungry.
Yeah, right. It's a routine.
Mm-hmm.
What you have now is a comedy routine. She understands her role. You're the straight guy. She's the funny one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's also like a little psychopath.
Well, of course. That's what makes her funny.
Yep. She doesn't like small dogs. Certain people she doesn't like. So fun walking in downtown when it's super crowded.
Are they the same people you don't like?
I mean, probably if I, got to talk to them, probably.
Yeah, because they say that dogs tell you, whether you're a good person. That's not. No, dogs are pack animals, man. They follow the leader. If the leader has an uneasy body language and gives off bad vibes, then they get it. They get it. They know this is.
That's true.
Was it? I think it was Bill Murray who said that he doesn't trust anybody that a dog doesn't trust.
Ooh, that's a good one. You have dogs too, right, Ken?
I got two. I have a little Shih Tzu. I rescued a bulldog, so I have a
Those poor animals don't realize how bad a name that is.
So Bruce Wayne is the bulldog.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, he's a pain in the butt. But, we saved him, so
You know what I like to do?
that was the important thing.
You know how you go to restaurants and you have to wait?
Mm-hmm.
You got to leave a name.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't take long before I'm sitting there. All of a sudden, there's an announcement: Oliver Queen, table for 4. Oliver Queen. Doesn't matter what name you give them.
No, that's true.
My father used to always say Bruce Springsteen, and living in Jersey, it would make everybody in the restaurant look up.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Share.
Living in Central Jersey, it was nothing to see Bruce. I used to see Bruce at the gym.
Oh wow!
They used to every year they used to do this classic car show in Freehold, New Jersey, where everyone lines up their cars on Main Street, and you can walk down, and he goes to that every year. And, this is Jersey.
He's pumping gas.
Well, we don't pump gas in Jersey. Remember that.
Yeah, but Bruce does. For 4 hours.
That's right.
Non-stop.
That was an adjustment when I moved to Florida and I had to pump my own gas. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? You know people who do this?
Yeah, I got to do that in Pennsylvania too.
But then when I go back to Jersey, I'm irritated. I'm like, come on, I can do it myself.
All right. So now we got all the tonal values down, right? Wow. That's where we are. Let's tighten it up now with this guy.
I don't know what's happening today. All the noisy cars are out today.
Well, it's my life. I could have told you that. I could expect all the crap to happen today. So, how are you?
Just my
So,
way.
all right, let's get spiritual. What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Aries.
Mm-hmm.
You and I cannot get along.
I'm on the cusp though between Pisces and Aries.
Oh, well then there's a chance. Now, see, I'm a cusp one too. I'm a Libra Scorpio. So Libra and Aries are oil and water.
Yeah.
But,
I'm not super Aries-y though. I don't know. Sometimes.
I don't know. I detect a lot. I'm bullshitting. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking.
It's the wine.
No, it's not the wine. Which is the wine? Then I'd have an excuse.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. And zodiac for the Chinese zodiac. Who do you guys?
What am I for Chinese zodiac? What are you, Ken? I'm a tiger. I'm a tiger.
Tiger.
I think I'm a dog. Are you talking about like the year of the dog or something like that? I think I'm a dog.
Yeah, I'm a tiger. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked up mine. It's very sad.
Which one are you?
I'm a fire horse.
Oh. Wait, I thought it was just horse.
No, apparently there's different factions.
Oh.
I think this one's in a union. But I'm a fire horse, which means I'm either a great disappointment or a great success. I have no idea where I'm going yet.
Yeah, I just looked up. I'm the dog. Yeah.
Yeah. Firehorse, 1966 was my favorite. That's right. I'm that old.
It's not that old.
It is very old.
I'm from
My parents were born.
1970.
When were my parents born? The 50s. Yeah. 50s.
Yeah, see?
Can't do math right now.
My parents in the 40s. But what was I going to say? Ah, shit. See, I told you. Great disappointment. But anyway, yeah, Firehorse. Because there's like wood and fire and all these other different things. Look it up. I bet you it's more than just a tiger.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably a paper tiger.
I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh gosh, I forgot my stupid computer doesn't default to Google. I like Google.
How am I doing, Bacon?
With his like 5-minute lag. I'm sorry, Bacon. That was mean. But you won, so
Beacon's texting me.
doesn't really matter, does it?
He's telling me he lost all respect for me because I'm a Yankee fan.
Thank you. Yeah, too much damn success. And you know what I hate?
Yeah. I
I
used to
hate when they act like they were
there.
there to see Ruth.
No.
You know, they talk about, I mean, any fool could root for history. That's easy. Yeah. But they talk about Garrick and Ruth and Mantle. You didn't see these guys. Shut up. You saw Jeter. That's it.
I actually worked with Mantle when I first started got into business. He was such a great guy. Such a great guy. I used to have a T-shirt that said it was had a Yankee logo on the front. It said "Winning the World Series is our business," and on the back it listed every year, and it said "And business is good."
Oh, that's funny.
Get out of here. The worst. If I had that for the Padres, it would have 0 years.
My oldest daughter, when my wife was pregnant, she was giving birth, and we had the Yankee game on in the room, and when my daughter popped out, I got emotional, started crying. I looked up at the TV, and the Yankees were jumping on the mound after just beating the Padres in the World Series. And I actually have I don't have it here, but I actually have the New York Times framed. The exact moment my daughter was born.
Gosh, so then wait. That's your oldest daughter? How old is she?
It was 98.
Yeah, because I remember that.
Yep.
And you know what's funny?
Whatever.
You probably had to reserve yourself because your wife was not about to hear about the damn Yankees after she just.
Every time I saw it, he always goes, "Yeah, the damn game was on, and you're watching the TV." I said, "I was not watching the TV. I looked up at it after my daughter was born. I was emotional. I saw the Yankees jumping on the mound, so I knew they won the game because they swept the damn Padres."
Sorry.
Dude.
I'm gonna go put a Padres shirt on.
What's your mouth, man? That's painful, man. Come on, man. Why you gotta rub that in? The damn Padres.
I didn't mean it.
You can't sweep a team and call them the damn anything, okay?
Yeah, you don't even name it.
They did not give you a big big fight, you know, when you sweep them. They didn't get it together.
And they won in San Diego too. Oh. Put on Padres.
You know.
I love Tony Gwynn though. He was a great player. Look,
Attica, please do me a favor. Look on your schedule and circle the dates when you're going to play the Yankees this year. Because Judge ain't doing a damn thing but riding the pine, and Tatis is going to run all over your pitching with no stitching and stick them.
This is true.
Unless we have Darvish. I don't even know. Darvish has been okay, I guess.
Now, Rags, you got to admit that Subway series was it 2003?
Hell with you. You shut up.
Wait, no. When
All right, Bacon. I'm done drawing. I'm out of here. All right.
Clemens through the broken bat at
Clemens, and it was at Piazza.
yeah, Piazza. Yeah.
You know what? And I don't want to hear a damn thing about Yankee business is good. Let me tell you something. Baseball is a defensive game about pitching. The only thing you guys know how to do is get a bunch of mashers, go up there and swing for the fences. All right.
True.
Every pitcher that was ever any good came from another team. So don't talk about Yankees.
This is true. The best team money could buy.
That's right. That's right. Musina and El Duque. And who was that Japanese pitcher?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Matsui.
Yeah, Hideki Matsui. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Dwight Gooden goes in there and pitches a no-hitter.
You know who's another guy that I really enjoyed a lot was Tom Seaver. And, he was a great guy.
Really?
Yeah, he was. He was a little on the wacky side, but he was a really nice guy.
He always rubbed me wrong. You know, I couldn't stand, and I went to baseball camp to meet him.
Who's that?
Bobby Valentine.
I never met Bobby Valentine.
The dude was such a smarmy used car salesman. And that's his personality. And, you know, I don't know how great he is because you just can't get past that fog of, you know, just that smarminess of him. Ugh, couldn't take it. I can't even see what I'm doing anymore.
All that Yankee talk just
dries out my eyes.
Oh, there are like all the. I forgot that I was looking up. You got me so fired up, Ken. I forgot I was looking up the Chinese zodiac with the elements.
I'd forgotten that they played the Padres in that series.
Yes, you don't have to remind me.
And then it all comes to great vision tonight, doesn't it?
It's okay. That stadium, you know, totally got just demolished, so it's fine. Now we have a great stadium, though, so it's fun
What
to
about
watch.
the Chargers? I know you're mad at them too.
Yeah, I haven't worn any of my Charger stuff for 3 years now. Maybe 4. Has it been 4 years?
Any team that goes to LA leaves. I don't know why anybody goes there.
And like the Chargers never really ever sold out tickets in San Diego to only Chargers fans. So I mean, and the Rams have history with LA. You know, as a whole, I'm very bitter. I hate
Root for a team where there's a town where there's nothing better to do.
right? Like, I mean, I get it. They weren't super popular down here either because San Diego is just, there's so many things you can do. But,
Yeah, and it's always nice.
mm-hmm.
I mean, how cool is it? You can just walk out and just grab yourself a pedicab, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I did one once.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman I was with, she goes, why? This is slave labor. I'm like, no, this is cool. But she was right. You know, it's just poor guys, you know. It's a great exercise, though. I think most of them were college kids.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of dig that lighting here. It's kind of cool. You know, if I was at my table, I'd get some white out and I'd punch it up and chisel it. You know. But yeah, there you go.
That's really cool. I really like the mask.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not like super familiar with Hawkman, but that's really cool. I like Hawks though, so maybe.
Well, maybe you should. I did 21 issues.
I know. Yeah. Mhm.
I love it. Do these podcasts and then people do their history, their homework. What am I going to talk about? At least you're not saying questions like, so who do you hate?
Give us the scoop.
Who's a jerk? You already
Tell
know
us about the
story.
real Stan Lee.
No, I'd rather talk about baseball
Yeah, because there's no conflict.
and learning about. I'm shocked that there's element signs to this Chinese zodiac. I'm fascinated right now.
You didn't realize that, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like there was elemental signs that like went with it. It's pretty.
Yeah. It's like a further definition of it.
Yeah, based on like the last number in your birth year.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So what's mine?
What's your birthday?
What's your birthday?
1970.
70. So you ended in a 0.
Wow, you're that old, huh?
It's a dog. Yeah. I don't know.
So you are.
And that's a dog.
You're a metal dog.
Nice.
A what dog?
A metal.
Metal dog.
I dig it.
First sentence it says, Ken, is that you always get the job done.
Metal dog sounds like a failed heavy metal
Wow.
band from the 1970s.
Metal dog. Yeah.
Metal dog.
Putting it in the chat.
Hey, what up with Thin Lizzy?
It wonders.
That's hilarious.
Coming to a bar near you. Metal dog.
That's so funny.
I just said the same thing. She said, Metal dog sounds like a band.
One. A failed one. Metal dog sounds like the kind of band you name you'd come up in high school.
Mhm.
Or like the name of like a Black Sabbath album. Metal dog.
Metal dog.
It does sound like that. It's funny.
So now I'm going to be going down a rabbit hole of elemental signs and everything like that. When we get off this stream,
Right? I'm excited.
all night analyzing everybody.
I'm a fire tiger.
All right, so I can't see anymore. Is that okay? Is that good? I can't
That
see.
looks fantastic.
I mean, good for bacon.
Rags, thank you so much for doing this tonight.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
Thanks everybody for coming out. We really appreciate it. This Thursday, again, we have Mike DiCarlo. And then next Monday will be Jim Shooter. And I hope to have some more announcements about future guys. So thanks everybody for coming out. Rags, hang out while we end this. And good night, everybody.
Night. Thank you.